Elizabeth Berry. Welcome to this relaxing and energizing flow, that beautiful dichotomy that yoga can provide for all of us with our deep breathing inhalations and our long exhales, along with the strengthening of the muscles and the tissues of the body to keep us healthy and strong, no matter what age. Tonight's class is going to be a gentle flow with a little strenuous burst of love. So if you can make your way to your mat, come to a comfortable seated position, and just begin to press your sits bones down onto Mother Earth. You can flutter your eyes closed and listen to my voice and my cues as we enter into this practice for self-love. As you relax the knees, press the sits bones in, lengthen the spine. Feel as if there is an invisible thread pulling you all the way up to the sky from the tippy top of the head. Allow the shoulders to drape down the back, away from the ears, perhaps even lifting and opening the collarbone so that the shoulders reach nice and wide here. There's a nice space in the front and the back of the neck for breath to flow freely. The face is nice and relaxed, the eyes, the ears. Begin to start softening every inch, every molecule, every cell in the body. Create an intention here for your practice, imagining yourself in a field of gratitude, picking little colored flowers that say thank you, 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 thank you to you for giving love to your body. And as you focus on this gratitude field, imagine all of the colors of your favorite flowers with this warm burst of purples and yellows and reds and oranges just melting over the body, drizzling over the crown of the head, melting over the shoulder blades and the torso, maybe giving you a little hug at the hips, and then rolling all the way down around the knees to the tips of the toes. Take a deep inhale here with me. Pause at the top, hold the breath because you can. Exhale. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, let the air come all the way up in through the diaphragms, filling up the lungs. Pausing here, exhale. Let me hear your breath. Last time, inhale, nice and big. Belly fills up, lengthening that spine, reaching the crown of the head, pausing at the top. Exhale. Beautiful job. If you want, you can open your eyes with me. We're going to warm up the upper part of the body. Take both of the shoulders here and just creep them all the way up to the ears, just as if you're shrugging, right? Reach the shoulders nice and tall here. Give yourself a little crickety crick, and then shh, relax. Bring the shoulders away from the ears, maybe even sloping down towards Mother Earth. Again, inhale. Shoulders reach up towards the ears, past the sky, into the universe. One more breath here. Ribs are together. Exhale. Good job. Last time. Inhale. Shoulders rise, rise, rise. Maybe the heart rises with them. Clench. Exhale. Everything relaxes. Drop the chin towards the chest, and we'll begin to take some neck rolls with the crown of the head reaching towards the right. Slowly but surely towards the back, to the left, and back down again. We'll do that 2 times. Make your way around a second time. Rolling the neck towards the right. When you get to center, come to neutral. Pause here. Drop the chin towards the left. Left shoulder, left ear, towards the back. Right ear, right shoulder, and again, one more time, dropping that chin and just warming up the top part of the body, keeping the shoulders away from the ears here. Come to neutral with the crown of the head, and we'll take 3 inhales. Inhale, release the hands all the way up towards the sky. Fingertips reach nice and tall. Maybe gaze is coming up. Exhale, bring the hands down, open up like a lotus flower. Let's repeat. Inhale. Reach, 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 fingertips nice and tall here. Open up like a lotus. Last time. Inhale. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale. A lotus flower that does not let anything absorb into its leaves. The lotus flower lets those little droplets of water just cascade around its tiny, tender leaves. You can do the same with your emotions, with pain, with anger, with anything that is not serving you. You have the choice to be spiritually connected with the mind, heart, and every molecule, every cell of the body to say, I am healthy, I am balanced, I am calm, and I am free. Let's take another inhale here. And just exhale, release. We're going to swivel over to our tabletop position. So make your way from a seated position to your first tabletop. Your tabletop will settle in with the hands nice and spread, the elbows just below the shoulder blades. The wrists is also in line, each wrist right and left. The neck is in line with the spine, the tailbone is reaching away from the crown of the head, and you're slightly pressing in towards Mother Earth. You're gently even rounding the back a little bit so that you're not sinking in the shoulder blades here. We want to keep everything nice and tall. We'll do a few cat and cows here. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze comes up, tailbone lifts. Exhale with a shh into cat, rounding back, rounding chin here. Inhale, drop that belly, gaze comes forward, heart shines, smile. Exhale, round the back, chin comes towards the chest. Last time, inhale, drop the belly, tailbone rises. Exhale, come into cat, pressing into Mother Earth, rounding the back, rounding the shoulders, returning back to our tabletop position. Let's take a gentle inhale here and press into the left hand, gently reaching the right arm up, and then bringing that right arm like a threaded needle through and underneath the left forearm, with the right shoulder reaching down towards the mat. The neck is soft, the breath is smooth, just a gentle twist, tailbone lifting towards the sky. Breath is nice and deep here. Find your relaxation. Find your calm. Enjoy this gentle twist of the spine one last moment. And then to come out of it, gently and slowly press into that left hand, lifting the chest, bringing the right hand back towards the mat. Take an inhale here, press into the right hand, gently lift the left hand up. Exhale, thread that left hand underneath the right arm and bring that left shoulder and the left cheek towards the mat. So the left shoulder and the left cheek are towards the mat. You're breathing here, experiencing the beauty of nurturing the spine, 33 bones in that spine. Closing the eyes if you wish. One last breath here. Slowly come up and out, pressing into the right hand, returning to your tabletop position. Beautiful job. I think we're ready for a nice plank. Tuck the right toes, tuck the left toes here. Pause. Press the right toes back. Press the left toes back. Here we are, our first plank of class. You're on the balls of the feet, your heels are lifted, you're gently pressing into Mother Earth, rounding the back. Neck is in line with the spine here. Pause and articulate this pressure point, this beautiful, strenuous opportunity to engage engage the core to show yourself how strong you are. One more breath here. Lower both of the knees. Untuck both of the toes. Inhale, press into Mother Earth. Exhale, lower everything down. Elbows come close to the belly here. Chin meets the mat. Open up both of the feet here. So both of the toes are towards the short ends of the mat, keeping the hands where they are underneath the shoulders. The shoulders are away from the ears. Chin is tucked so that your gaze is at the mat. In the next inhale here, we'll press into the mat. Gaze comes up, baby cobra. Shoulders away from the ears, elbows towards the ribs. One last breath. Exhale, lower everything down, keeping the hands where they are. Bring both of those legs together. Tuck the right toes, tuck the left toes. On the next inhale, engage the core. Press all the way up to your plank position. Exhale into downward facing dog. Ooh. How you doing over there? I thank you for taking this practice with me. And I hope that it gives you so much joy, like all of those little gratitude flowers being planted as you speak around your mat. Of course, we use our imagination in gentle ways here to remind ourselves that the colors that we once used to like when we were children don't have to stop when we're adults. Maybe we need a little bit more color in our lives, huh? We'll go over that in our Shavasana practice, thinking about all the colors of the chakras. But as we sit here in our downward facing dog, we're pressing our heels in towards the mat. The outer edges of the feet press. The webs of the hands are pressing in so that you're protecting the wrists. There's an interior rotation at the lower part of the arms, exterior on the shoulder blades. Shoulders are away from the ears. The crown of the head is energetically reaching towards the mat. Tailbone is rising. You can pedal out both of the legs here, pressing opposite heels down, lifting opposite heel. Ooh. And then return back to your downward facing dog position. Pressing both heels in, take an inhale here. Come onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, gaze comes forward. Take 6 baby steps towards the front of the mat. Take a gentle forward fold thereafter. Ooh, hands come to your elbows like ragdoll. The crown of the head is energetically reaching towards that mat, and you're folding from the hips, keeping the torso and the head nice and heavy here. Shake your head yes for yoga and cats. Shake your head no for anyone that doesn't like animals. And if you don't, I'm really sorry here, but I hope that you do like animals because you're so cute and fluffy. One more breath here. Let all of the hands come down to the mat. All of them meaning 2 hands, or maybe, who knows? Who knows what is happening out there with all of us and what we can do with our body parts. Some people can have one hand, and that's why we find our gratitude at the beginning of this practice. That's why we are so grateful for everything that we have, and yoga reminds us of that awareness within. Begin to engage the core, and we'll rise up with the next inhale, slowly but surely, articulating the spine. Head and the hands are heavy here. Stack the vertebrae one bit at a time. Returning to the top of the mat here, coming to our first mountain pose position. So I like to do mountain pose with both of the palms facing towards the front, the back of the hands facing towards the legs, opening up the chest, lifting the heart. Tailbone is not tucking too much. The tailbone is neutral here. Press the outer edge of the feet towards the mat. Lengthen the crown of the head. Shoulders come away from the ears. Let's fly. Inhale, circle the arms, bend the knees, come all the way up to the top of the hands. Arch back if it's available. Exhale, forward folds, flat back, swan dive. Hands come to Mother Earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Come onto the fingertips or hands come to shins here. Gaze is at the mat. One breath here. Exhale, lower down. Forward folds. Press the hands into the mat. Bend the knees. Let's fly. Step back with your right foot, step back with your left foot. We are in our plank position. You've been here before, but we're gonna keep the knees lifted here. Of course, you have the option as a yogi to drop the knees before we go into chaturanga. I'm going to keep mine up, but you are more than welcome to focus on the Beyond Ego mantra. No one's watching. It's how you feel in each and every pose. Bring the crown of the head a 1/4 inch forward. On an inhale, press into Mother Earth with the hands. Exhale, elbows come close to the body, chin comes towards the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale into up dog or cobra, yogi's choice here. Exhale into downward facing dog. Ooh. Pressing into those heels and pressing into the webs of the hands. You have one last moment. Articulate this pose. On the next inhale, come onto the balls of the feet. Bend the knees, gaze comes forward. Step hop or walk up towards the front of the mat. Forward fold. Listen to my cues. Inhale, sit back onto the hips here, finding our first chair. Your heels are digging into Mother Earth. On the inhale, engage the core. Rise the torso. Fingertips reach towards the sky. Elbows are at the ears. Breathe. Gaze is at the mat. One last inhale here. Exhale, release. On the inhale, rise all the way up. Hands come to our Anjali Mudra position. Shoulders down the back. Take a deep breath here and just shake it out. How are you feeling? I hope so. Very good. Let's fly. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up overhead, kiss the palms together, the top arch back if it's available. Exhale, flat back, forward fold, hands come down to Mother Earth. Inhale, halfway lift, come onto those fingertips or hands come to shins, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, bend the knees, step back with the left foot this time. Step back with the right foot. Here's our plank. Crown of the head energetically reaches forward a 1/4 inch. Inhale, press into Mother Earth. Exhale, bend the elbows close to the body. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog. Whew. Yes, you made it feel nice and strong here. Lifted and gifted. Pressing into that left heel, gently lift the right toes towards the sky. Bend that right knee and open up the right hip here. Gaze can come underneath the right underarm. One breath here, pressing into that standing leg. On the next inhale, engage the core. Lift the right toes towards the sky. Even out those hips. And on the exhale, the right foot comes between the hands. Pausing here. Your low lunge. You can even come onto the fingertips here. You're on the ball of the left foot. Breathe. Press the left hand into Mother Earth. Rotate from the hips and raise the right hand towards the sky. Nice little gentle twist here from the hips. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. If you can, open up that right arm just a little bit more. Exhale, right hand comes down to Mother Earth. Engage the core. Step forward with the left foot, forward fold position. Crown of the head meets the mat. And we'll just hang here for a moment. Breathe. Listen to my cues. Inhale, sit back into your chair position. Exhale, get your stance. On the inhale, rise the torso. Fingertips reach nice and tall here. Gaze is at the mat. Elbows come towards the ears. And you're sitting nice and strong. One breath here. On the next inhale, come to a standing position. Hands come to Anjali Mudra. Take a breath here. You made it. Last time, let's fly and have a little bit more fun. On the next inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up overhead. Kiss the palms together at the top, arch back if it's available. Exhale, fat back, forward fold. Hands come towards the mat. Every fold is a chance to soften the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest.
Use each and every asana, as simple as they may be, to your fullest potential to walk away with the benefits of this class. Breathe. Inhale, halfway lift. Come onto those fingertips or hands come to the shins. Flat back, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold, plant the palms, bend the knees, step back with 1 foot at a time to your plank position. Crown of the head energetically reaches forward 1/4 inch. Inhale, press into Mother Earth. Exhale, lower the elbows down close. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog. On the next inhale, press into the right heel. Gently lift the left toes towards the sky. Breathe. When you're ready, bend that left elbow, the left knee, opening up that left hip. Gaze comes underneath the left shoulder. Hello, how you feeling? Pressing into that right heel, 1 more lift to the toes, and breathe. Inhale, left toes come towards the sky. Even out those hips. On the exhale, plant the left foot between the hands. You're coming into your runner's lunge. You can even come onto the fingertips here. Just articulate the lunge. You're on the ball of the back foot. The front foot is in a 90-degree angle. Gaze is slightly forward. When you're ready, press into that right hand onto the mat. Twist from the hips. Open up the left palm towards the sky. Ooh. Nice, gentle twist, taking care of all of those 33 bones in the spine here and all of the muscles that protect your posture. 1 more breath here. Left toes, left fingertips, right toes, right fingertips. Everything is feeling nice and strong here. You are having a foundational moment of yoga. When you're ready, left hand comes down to meet Mother Earth. Engage the core. Step up with that right foot. Meet its partner. Forward folds position and breathe. On the next inhale, sit back into your chair. Torso reaches towards the sky. Fingertips reach. Elbows come close to the ears. Your gaze is at the mat. Your breath is soft and smooth. And on the next inhale, rise up to standing. Hands come to heart center, pausing here to breathe. Whew. How's everybody feeling? I hope nice and strong. With the hands at Anjali Mudra, listen to my cues. Pressing into the left heel, gently lift the right knee. Clasp the hands around the shin of the right leg. Find your balance here using your yogic drishti. Engage the core and elongate the spine. Breathe. The crown of the head is reaching. The left heel is pressing. We're going to twist over towards the right. So take the left hand and place it on the outside of the right knee, swiveling at the hips, opening up towards the right. Gaze comes with the right hand open towards the back of the room, and breathe. Engaging that core, deepening the breath for every single foundational moment here. 1 breath here, return back to neutral, bringing the right hand to the knee, keeping both hands clasped here. Listen to my cues. Engage the core, leave the right knee where it is and bring the hands towards the hips. Pressing into that left heel, shoulders come down away from the ears. Create your posture here. Your heart lifts gently. And on the next inhale, kick that right heel towards the front of the room, lifting the right toes, lifting the right heel, feeling those thighs nice and burning here. From here, we're going to go right into a warrior 3. Engage the core, lift the crown of the head. Inhale, exhale, swivel that right leg back. Hands remain at the hips here. Fold forward like a lever, and the gaze comes towards the mat. Both of the hips are nice and equal here. The right foot is pressing towards the back of the room. The crown of the head is going far away from that right heel. And you're finding your balance. You can open up your arms like angel wings here. 1 more breath. Engage the core. Exhale. Fold forward, hands come to Mother Earth, standing split. Your hips are nice and equal here. Bending those elbows, crown of the head reaches towards the sky, right toes lift. Exhale, bring that right foot down to its left partner and take a nice forward fold here and breathe. Hands come towards the hips. On the inhale, rise up with a flat back. Hands return to Anjali Mudra and take a breath. You can close your eyes here and remember your gratitude garden. Remembering all of the little purple and yellow, red and orange, maybe even blue flowers, whispering to you, telling you, saying thank you, thank you, thank you for taking great care of your body in this yoga practice today. Breathe here and catch your breath, elongating those inhales and exhales with me. On the next breath, press into the Mother Earth with the right heel, engaging the core. Gently lift the left knee and clasp the hands around the left shin or the left. Anywhere where you can lift that knee and find that posture. The standing leg is nice and tall. Your head is in a neutral position towards the front of the room. Engaging that core, finding your balance first. We're going to twist over towards the left. The right hand comes around and on the outside of the left knee, we're going to rotate from the hips. Arm reaches out towards the left. Gaze can follow the arm if and only if you have your balance here. Hold and pause. If you're finding it hard to keep your balance, deepen your breath. If you're finding it hard to keep your balance, engage the core. Shoulders come away from the ears. One more breath here. Rotate back towards the front. Both hands clasp. One more breath here. Pausing here to breathe. Hands now return to the hips. Engage the core. Shoulders away from the ears. On the next inhale, press that left heel towards the front of the room. The standing leg can be bent here. It doesn't have to be straight. The integrity is in the spine. Lifting that left heel as much as you can here. Your posture is nice and tall. Going right into a warrior three. Inhale, crown of the head, left toes lift. Exhale, fold forward like a lever, kicking the left heel towards the back, finding your warrior three position. Pressing into that standing leg for balance, your hips are equal. If the left hip is risen, you can bring it back down just a little bit here. Open the arms like angel wings. You're flying over Santa Monica. One breath here. Engage the core. Lengthen the crown away from the left heel. Exhale. Hands come down to Mother Earth. Left toes reaching towards the sky. Knee to nose. One more breath here. Left foot comes to right foot. And just take a gentle pause here. Forward fold. Ooh. When you're ready, bend the knees, come onto the balls of the feet. We're going to do a nice little malasana pose here. Your hips and your sits bones are now reaching towards the heels. You're on the balls of the feet here. Rise the torso, lifting the crown of the head, finding your balance. Hands come to Anjali Mudra, and if you can, open up the knees for balance. Pausing here. If you can, keep the eyes open. If you want to go for a little bit more fun, you can close the eyes here to find your balance. It might be a little wobbly, but that's okay. We're all going to fall in life, but we can fall with a little grace. Breathe. Shoulders opening up like angel wings here, lifting the collarbone, lifting the heart. Finding beautiful balance here because you can, because you're strong. One last breath here. Knees come together, hands reach down to Mother Earth, forward fold. Chin comes towards the knees, crown of the head reaches towards Mother Earth. Folding from the hips here. Breathe. On the next inhale, come rising up, head and the hands heavy here. We're stacking one vertebrae at a time. Opening up to your mountain pose position. Breathing here and finding yourself nice and centered. Let's fly. On the next inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms up overhead, kiss the palms together at the top, arch back if it's available. Exhale, flat back, forward fold, hands come down to Mother Earth. Inhale, halfway lift, come onto the fingertips, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, bend the knees, step back 1 foot at a time to your plank position. Reach the crown of the head forward ever so gently. Inhale, press into Mother Earth. Exhale, lower down nice and slow, chaturanga. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog. Woo. Finding your downward facing dog, press the left heel into Mother Earth. Inhale, right toes come towards the sky. Exhale, right foot comes between the hands, pausing here in low lunge. Rising up to a crescent position, listen to my cues. Come on to the fingertips. Right hand comes to the right knee. Left hand comes to the right knee. Lifting the back knee here, finding your strength and your stance. On the next inhale, press into the hands, rising the torso here. Your feet are in a crescent lunge position. We haven't used the arms yet. We're getting the feet nice and strong here. Building those muscles, feeling the tapas, which is that burning sensation, that rumbling in the thighs. Engage the core here. Shoulders stay down away from the ears. Reach the fingertips towards the sky. Woo! On the next inhale, lengthen the fingertips. On the exhale, open up into your warrior two position. The back foot is in a parallel position to the short edge of the mat. The right toes are reaching towards the front. You're in a 90-degree position with the front leg, and the back foot is parallel with the mat. You're breathing. Your fingertips are reaching away from each other. Your heart is lifted. Your shoulders are away from the ears. Your gaze is at the right fingertips. Breathe. On the next inhale here, lengthen that right leg. On the exhale, reach forward with the right hand, rotating at the hips, coming into triangle position. Right hand comes on the inside of the right shin. Left hand reaches up towards the sky, opening up, pressing into that right hand, reaching with the left hand. Smile on your face. One breath here. Turn towards your right foot and bring both of hands down back to Mother Earth. You're returning to your low lunge position, and then lower that left knee, untuck the left toes, sitting back onto the hips here, rising the right toes towards the sky, flexing that right foot, and if you can, walking those hands all the way up towards the front of the mat, chin comes to the knee, and we're just taking a nice breather here. Again, the shoulders are away from the ears. Your breath is soft and smooth. Deepening this stretch. Pressing that heel into the mat, and just feel the length from the ankle all the way through the hips. Breathe into that strength and give yourself a little bit more agility. One more little flexible breath here. And then we'll rebend that right knee, coming into our low lunge position. Plant the palms, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and then come to our standing forward fold position at the front of the mat. You're gently forward folding here. Bring the feet hips width apart here, and then stick the palms of the hands underneath both of the feet. Just finding a nice little gentle stretch here. Giving ourselves a chance to fold at the hips. On the inhale, lengthen the spine and gaze forward ever so slightly. On the exhale, bend the elbows as best as you can and reach the crown of the head towards Mother Earth. And just breathe. Enjoy this beautiful stretch here. We won't be here that long. One more breath. Release both of the hands here. Hands come towards the hips. On the inhale, rise up with a flat back. Torso reaches towards the sky, dropping the hands, finding your mountain pose position. Pausing here in mountain pose. Press into the heels, gently lift the toes towards the sky. Just a little bit of a balance before we go on to our opposite side here. No shame in that game. When you're ready, press the pads of the feet back down, press into the pads of the feet, and gently lift the heels. Finding a gentle balance here, engagement in the core, shoulders away from the ears. You're reaching the fingertips towards the mat, but the crown of the head energetically towards the sky. One breath here, release those heels. Let's fly. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead, kiss the palms together at the top. Exhale, flat back, forward fold, swan dive. Hands come down to Mother Earth. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, gaze is up. Exhale, plant those palms, bend the knees, step back 1 foot at a time to your plank position. Reach the crown of the head forward ever so gently. Inhale, press into Mother Earth. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, chin meets the mat. On the next inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog. Ooh. When you're ready, press the right heel into Mother Earth. Inhale, left toes come towards the sky. On the exhale, press the left foot between the hands. Pausing here to breathe. Coming onto the ball of the right foot. Come onto both of the fingertips here. We're going to rise up into crescent lunge. Left hand comes on top of left knee. Right hand comes on top of left knee. Engagement in the core. Breathe. On the next inhale, press into that knee. Reach the torso nice and tall here. Shoulders away from the ears. Getting that foundation first. When you're ready, engage the core. Reach the fingertips nice and tall here. Crescent lunge position. When you're ready, open up that right foot into your warrior 2 position and breathe. Warrior 2. Your front leg's in a 90-degree position. The back foot is parallel with the short edge of the mat. The fingertips are reaching nice and tall here, away from each other, opening up your angel wings, and just feeling the strength of the dichotomy here, that sitting in and the reaching up with the torso. Breathe. When you're ready, inhale, lengthen that left leg. On the exhale, reach forward with the left hand, swivel at the hips. Left hand comes on the inside of the left shin. Right arm reaches towards the sky. Triangle position and breathe. Ooh. Opening up that right underarm here. Engagement in the core. One last inhale. Exhale. Gaze comes down towards the left foot. Rebend that left foot. Return to your low lunge position. Hands meet the mat. Right knee comes and kisses the mat. Untuck those right toes. And you guessed it, sitting back onto those hips here, lengthening the spine, lengthening that left leg here. The left toes are reaching towards the sky. You're flexing that left foot. And if you can, both of the hands are reaching towards the front of the mat here for a gentle forward fold position. Again, every forward fold is a chance to soften, relax, and calm the parasympathetic nervous system. This is going to make sure that when you're stressed or when you're feeling anxious or fearful, all you need to do is transition from the sympathetic, which is fight or flight mode, to our parasympathetic. And if you need a little help remembering, you can come into a position as such or our standing forward fold. Breathe. Kicking that left heel into the mat, gently lengthen that leg from the calf through that quad area. One more breath here. Rebend that left knee. Plant both of the palms here. Tuck the right toes. Lift the right knee. And come standing forward fold to the front of the mat here. And just let the crown of the head drop. One more breath. You got it. Engagement in the core. Come up one vertebrae at a time. Head of the hands are heavy here. Returning to our mountain pose position. Breathe. You can shake it out here and come to the center of your mat. Hope you're feeling nice and strong, nice and happy here. We'll find our mountain pose position. Bring both of the feet to a hips width apart and breathe. Engage the core, lift the heart, open the palms. They say that an open palm is a gesture of an open heart. Can you take this moment to recognize the front and the back of the heart for giving and receiving love? And allow that breath, allow that compassion, that joy, all of the good feelings in the heart chakra come into the body now, from the top of the crown of the head to the shoulders to the fingertips, all the way through the heels and the toes. Finding a nice tree here because it is spring, pressing in that left heel. Engage the core. Gently lift the right knee. Clasp the hands again around the outer edge of the knee. And when you're ready, we can open up that right hip, placing the right foot on the inside and up nice and tall here to your left thigh. You can always have the foot on the calf here, or you can even put the ball of the foot down and create a kickstand with the heel. Yogi's choice. Again, this is beyond ego. We are not looking for perfection. We are becoming imperfectly perfect, feeling the pose in the body, right? So wherever you feel most comfortable, we'll find our tree here for balance. Hands come to heart center, shoulders down away from the ears. Pressing into that standing leg, finding your yogic drizzy for balance. Breathe. Put a smile on your face. You can even try to close your eyes to find your breath here. Opening up that right hip just a little bit more. And when you're ready, you can reach the fingertips up like two branches in the sky, surrendering to what is and what shall be, lengthening the crown of the head, feeling your posture here, lifting the heart, smiling, feeling and resting in the cheekbones. One more breath here. Hands come back down, Anjali Mudra. One more breath and smile. When you're ready, shake it out. Hope you're feeling nice and strong. Press that right heel into Mother Earth, going right into the other side. Clasp the hands, lift the left knee. You're having a nice moment of balance here. Before we do anything else, find your drizzy. Balance. Pressing into that standing heel, open up that left knee. Your hip is now opening up. Place that left heel either way, up at the top of the inside of the right thigh. You can place it at the right calf, or you can place the ball of the foot down with the heel touching the right ankle. Again, yogi's choice. I'll stay here for now just as a different option. Hands return to Anjali Mudra. Elbows are dripping down towards Mother Earth. One breath here. And you can open up the hands like branches and breathe. Finding yourself so grateful in this practice. Again, finding the tree of life. This eternal, optimistic tree. The tree that receives the carbon dioxide from our exhales and exhales oxygen for us to inhale. Mother Nature is our greatest teacher. Keep breathing, keep growing, keep reaching tall and surrendering. One more breath here. Lengthen the spine, reach the crown of the head, gaze comes up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come down to Anjali Mudra, finding a moment of prayer. Finding a way back to your intention for your gratitude. And when you're ready, shake everything out. Beautiful job. Come back to the front of the mat here. We'll go through a nice gentle chair asana. We'll do 3 chairs in 3 different ways. Again, just working a little bit of that strength in the body here. This is a nice sensuous, calm flow, but we're gonna leave with a little bit more posture than we started out with on the mat. Your hands can go to reach towards the sky. Your palms are facing forward, mountain pose position. Find your posture, engage the core. Shoulders come away from the ears here. When you're ready, on the inhale, sit back onto the hips. Torso is raising towards the sky, arms like levers. Reach the fingertips towards the sky. Elbows and ears are matching. Shoulder blades are running down the back here. Your feet are at a hips width position. Your gaze is at the mat. Imagine a gentle orange between the knees. We want to eat the orange after class. We don't want to squeeze it too tight. Use your muscles. Sit down into that chair. One last breath here. On the next inhale, come to standing position. Hands return to Anjali Mudra. Woo. When you're ready, inhale, sit back down, come into your chair. Reaching down into those hips, bending the knees, fingertips reach nice and tall here. On the inhale, lengthen the crown of the head. On the exhale, hands return to Anjali Mudra. Breathe. When you're ready, come onto the balls of the feet here. You might have a little bit of shaking. Shaking is good. Knees are bent, sitting into the pose. Spine is nice and tall here. Find your yogic drizzy. One last breath. As you press the heels down, come to a standing position. Anjali Mudra remains in the hands. And breathe. Ooh. One more chair. You have it in you. I know that you do. And then I'm going to take you down. On the next inhale, sit back into those hips. Reaching the hands nice and tall here. Pausing here in your chair. Ooh. You got this. Lift the toes ever so gently. Remembering not to squeeze that orange. Feet are hips width apart. Sit into the chair one last time. And on the next inhale, rise up to standing. Hands come to Anjali Mudra. Breathe. Close the eyes. Take a deep breath here. And just give out a big sigh. On the next inhale, let the hands flop down towards Mother Earth. The hands are at the sides. Just take a breath here and pause. When you're ready, inhale, lengthen the crown of the head. On the exhale, tuck the chin towards the chest and roll down one vertebrae at a time. We're going to reach the hands past the knees, reaching towards the ankles, towards the toes, and the hands just come to a forward fold position, touching the mat, just finding another way to rest our parasympathetic nervous system. Plant the palms, bend the knees, step back 1 foot at a time to your plank. This is your last chaturanga. Make it good. Crown of the head reaches energetically forward just an inch. Inhale, press into Mother Earth. Exhale, lower down nice and slow. Elbows come close to the body. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog. Pressing those heels, pressing those hands. One last articulation of your dog here. And when you're ready, lower those knees. And then swivel the feet around. We're going to come to a position where the feet are pressing in towards the mat. You're sitting up nice and tall here. The spine is tall and lifted. You're pressing with the sits bones. Reach both hands forward. On the inhale, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, rock back onto those sits bones, coming into a nice little boat position. On the inhale, raise the right shin. Raise the left shin. Pausing here in your boat position. Both of the knees are nice and bent. The toes can be pointed. The crown of the head is reaching towards the sky. Shoulders are away from the ears. And your abs are saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. One more breath here. Feet come down. Hands reach around the calves. Inhale into a cow position. Arching the back. Heart lifts. Exhale, cat. Tucking the tail, tucking the chin, arching the back here. Coming into a nice seated position. Lower the right leg, lower the left leg here. Finding your staff pose, Dandasana here. Reach both of the hands forward. Flex those toes so the toes actually start to reach towards the nose. Reaching the fingertips nice and tall towards the front of the room. Your spine is engaged. Your abs are just saying, hello, pull me closer. I'm feeling it. Nice 12 pack. One more breath here. Inhale. On the exhale, roll back one vertebrae at a time, all the way to the mat. And breathe. Closing your eyes here on your mat. Just take a nice breather for yourself. You are strong. You are capable. You are wise. You are worthy. Breathe. When you're ready, plant both of the feet. Kiss the knees towards the sky and bring the heels very close towards the sits bones. We're going to come up into a bridge position. The fingertips now reaching towards the heels. The hands are pressing into the mat just next to the hips. And on the next inhale, engage the core and just lift the tailbone, lift the hips. Shoulders are going to come into Mother Earth. You can even clasp the hands underneath you, lifting both of the hips here. Ooh. If you can, stay here and enjoy the ride. If you'd like, imagine that orange between the knees. Don't be pressing in too hard. Lift both of the heels here. Pausing here to engage the core just a little bit more, lifting the hips, making sure you're not in the neck at all. You're on the shoulder blades and the forearms, using the feet as well. Engage the core, one last breath here. Hands come down towards Mother Earth, plant the palms. Lower both of the heels here. Inhale, the hips reach up nice and tall. Exhale, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful job. Bring both of the knees in towards the chest. Rock back side to side here, giving yourself a spinal massage. When you're ready, come towards center here. Keeping both knees in towards the chest, press both of the palms towards Mother Earth. Lift the toes ever so gently, lift the knees, and open up the right arm and the left arm with the pads of the hands facing towards the sky. This is the Hasta Mudra. The Hasta Mudra is when we're receiving our energy from the sun. Feel that solar energy. Let that masculine energy of getting things done, accomplishing your goals, start to fill the body. Engage the core. And then you will drop those knees over towards the left. Nice and gentle here. Gaze comes towards the right. And just enjoy that spinal twist. Both of the shoulders stay as much as they can onto the mat. Keeping the knees bent here. And just release and relax. Nourishing all of the organs here. Slowing down our practice. Engage the core. When you're ready, lift both of those knees. You got this. Come through neutral here, dropping the knees down towards the right. Gaze comes towards the left. Spinal twist here. Supine twist. Both shoulders are meeting the mat. Knees are relaxing. Breath is soft and deep. Maybe there's a smile on your face. There's, of course, a twist in the spine, but there's relaxation in the knees and the thighs here. Begin to let everything go. When you're ready, engage the core. Press into the backs of the hands and lift. Knees come back towards the top here, returning to neutral. Bring the knees back towards the chest. Give yourself a rock side to side here. And then we'll do a Supta Baddha Konasana. What a fun word to say. opening up to your butterfly position, reclined bow. So the pads of the feet come together, the knees are nice and spread open, relaxing like a butterfly opening up its wings during the springtime, making its way in its migration from faraway places, nice and gentle like the soul. Feel the back of the heels and the back of the sits bones, the back of the shoulder and the head on the mat. And bring your right hand to your chest, to the heart area, and the left hand towards the belly. We'll take 3 inhales here, repeating a mantra. Repeat after me. Inhale. I love myself. Exhale. Inhale. I trust myself. Exhale. Inhale. I let it all go. Exhale. Switching the hands here. Left hand comes to the heart. Right hand comes to the belly. Just enjoy this moment of silence and instill a thought of one thing that you're grateful for at this moment. When you're ready, take the hands on the backs of the thighs here and just kiss those knees together. With a smile on your face, drop the right heel down, lengthening that right leg, the left heel down, lengthening the left leg. And let's open up both of the angel wings here, returning to our Hasta Mudra for our Shavasana. Let the legs flish and flop open. The tops of the hands are reaching and pressing into the mat, and we're just receiving the love, receiving the energy from this practice, slowing down our heart rate and our breath, believing in ourselves, believing in the wisdom that lives inside of us from the crown of the head to the root chakra. Begin to appreciate yourself in the garden here, that garden of gratitude. Allow the legs, the torso, the hips, the crown of the head, the tips of the fingertips, everything is relaxing here. We'll go through all of the chakras to enjoy the energy, receiving and releasing at the same time as all of the chakras spin energetically. Begin to press the roots into Mother Earth, beginning at the pelvis area, imagining the beautiful maroon color of the root chakra telling you, I am balanced. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release. Rising up from the root chakra, coming into the sacral chakra, embodying the orange color of the emotions and this creative sexual energy here. Take an inhale here. Release. I am able to control my emotions. Rising up from that orange color into the yellow of the solar plexus, a reminder that you are worthy. Inhale. Exhale, release. Making your way up into the heart chakra, the front and the back, both giving and receiving love through this beautiful emerald green color, melting from the heart to the fingers and the toes. Take an inhale with me. Release. Coming into the throat chakra, that beautiful blue color, reminding you that your words matter, my darlings. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release. Rising up into the third eye chakra, the indigo color, reminding you that you have intuition begging to dance with it on any given day, trusting the intuition, trusting the inner aura versus the ego. It is your choice. The more awake you can be, the more that you can melt in with that third eye chakra. Inhale. Exhale, release. Coming to the crown of the head here, the majestic purple color melting over the body, reminding you of your connection to the world. Free yourself with gratitude. Inhale. Exhale, release. Begin to take 10 inhales and exhales on your own now as a signal and a sign of revitalizing the body. When you're ready, start to come into your breath, wiggling the hands and the toes in your gratitude garden, tickling the petals of all of the roses. Begin to bend both of the legs here, bending the knees and pressing the feet in towards the mat. Shift the knees onto the left side. We'll come onto our lunar side, our beautiful way to rise back up, resting the hand in the bicep. Right hand comes towards Mother Earth. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, release. When you're ready, press into that right hand. Gently lift back up to your seated position, coming to a Sukhasana, folding at the knees. Come to an easy seat. Come to your Hasta Mudra again with the pads of the hands facing towards the sun for energy, the tops of the hands melting into the knees. You're engaging the core, nice and tall spine here. Shoulders come down the back. Gaze over your right shoulder for where you've been through this practice. Thank you, thank you, thank you for taking this time with me and for your self-love. Gaze comes through center, through neutral position, coming over the left shoulder here for where you're headed after this practice. May you be able to take this practice of strength, of equanimity and balance into the world. Using the practice off of the mat is 99.9% of why we do yoga. The other percent has its benefits too. Come back with the head coming into neutral. Bring your hands towards Anjali Mudra. Bow the chin and energetically reach the crown up towards the sky. We'll seal this practice with an Om, but first let me tell you that I am very, very happy to share this time. I hope that we meet again soon through yoga, through mindfulness, meditation, chakra, and mudra. Take a normal breath cycle here, and we'll inhale for Om. The light in me sees the light in you and in this beautiful space on this planet to wherever you may be watching this video. We are one. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.